What up? Back. Sorry. Just looking at some messages. Tonight's game sucked. Well, not really. It was actually pretty suspenseful, but the Suns blew it. And they had it. They could have blown them out by halftime. And we'd be talking about possible Suns championship, but no. And it's all due to, I honestly believe it's just Chris Paul. Just Chris Paul. Like, you could probably say it was just, a bunch of people not hitting their shots or whatever the case may be. But Chris Paul on defense, Chris Paul as the offensive quarterback was not on the floor when they lost their lead. And I don't understand why, regardless if you're being tired. Giannis is out there not even running. And he was conserving energy and of course, just finding out he had cramps and stuff. Regardless, he still did it. He still went out there. I didn't see, I don't know. It seemed like, it seemed a little weird that Chris Paul wasn't out there as much. And I didn't know if he was on minutes restrictions. I doubt he was. I mean, I didn't hear of anything, but anyways, overall, great game. Just bad ending. It could have been one. Booker was just the one showing up as the top scorer, and there really wasn't a second top scorer. I mean, not really. That was out there on the floor the whole time, because there was a lot of mistakes on the Suns' behalf. Defensively, like leaving people open all the time, and not knowing when to switch and switching when they didn't need to. I mean, wow, like letting Pat Connaughton just stand there. I mean, I watched him, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 possessions, but he just stood there like in the one spot, and he didn't move from side to side. He just stood there in one spot, and if you got the pass, he would shoot it. But that was his only job. Like, how could you not guard him? Like, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. But that's not me. I know that. Other than that, I watched Space Jam, the new Space Jam movie, with my kids at the drive-in. It was nice. If you didn't watch the first one, some of the jokes that they had comparing to the first one, you wouldn't get if you didn't watch it. Or some of the references to people in general. But other than that, I mean, it was nice. It was funny. Kids enjoyed it. I assumed. I mean, even though the funniest thing was, my middle child is the one that wanted to watch the movie to begin with, and my youngest didn't even really want to watch it. But then, kind of the way fate turned out, how it all happened is basically they just wanted to watch it all. Even though it wasn't even the greatest weekend, to be honest, because of other things. But I think the movie was great. And then to see LeBron at the game tonight, I kind of thought the Suns were going to win. I just really did, because I kind of thought Chris Paul would play a little bit more, or at least be a little bit more effective. And I know that he scored points, but he wasn't who he was at the beginning of the series, especially the previous series. It wasn't him at all, like comparably. So I don't know. What I do know though is there's going to be a winner in a week's time, and that whoever does win, they deserve it. Whoever loses, they deserve it. But next year, it ain't going to be the same. I can tell you this right now. Like, this year is, I honestly believe, kind of a don't want to say fluke, but circumstances kind of led to everything happening, and people are injured, people are not playing, people are sitting out, whatever the case may be. But everything happened how it happened, and next year's just not going to be a repeat of it. And it sucks for Bucks fans and Suns fans, but I'm telling you right now, like, it just, for some reason, it just, they're both lucky they both got there. Like, the Bucks could have lost if Trae Young didn't get hurt, and that's no joke. Like, if Trae Young wouldn't have got hurt, they probably would have won. So they're lucky. I mean, and everyone has their circumstances, but overall, I think as long as everyone plays hard, that's all anyone is going to remember. But if you don't play hard, they're going to remember that too, I guess. You're going to say, oh yeah, you choked. Kind of like how Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook did the first time they went to the finals against LeBron in his early prime. Yeah, you weren't stopping that. But anyways, other than that, I didn't do much. Being out with my kids, shooting hoops a couple times, just being there. It's pretty boring when there ain't much to do and don't have a lot of time. I mean, like, to be honest, I only have a couple hours on my Friday, so other than that, I don't have anything. Yeah, kind of sucks. Anyways, looks like my son just showed up beside me. I'm gonna have to get going. I'll talk to you later.